right. What is going on, everybody? Just wanted to come on here. Probably not for too long. I don't really have a ton of time, but I'm in a hotel and I do have a tiny bit of downtime, so I thought I would just come on and say hello, um, give a couple updates while I'm here, and maybe talk about an exciting announcement that I didn't mention to you guys yet. That'll be cool. I will do that in just a moment. I'm trying to find my page real quick. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, there I am. So, what do I want to talk to you about today? There's a couple things. Well, first of all, I'm in Macon, Georgia, and we've got a show at Grant's Lounge tonight. So if you're in and around Macon, Georgia tonight, we'll be showtime's at 9. You can come check that out. I'm excited to do this show at this place. It's a historic place. So check it out. Type in Historic Grants, actually, is the name of it. Historic Grants. Just check that out. Type that into your web browser and you can see where we're playing tonight. This is kind of a Southern rock venue where the Allman Brothers played nonstop and many other, you can read about it. Check it out. Go to their website and check it out. But if you're in and around Macon, we're going to be playing in Macon, Georgia tonight, 9 o'clock at Grant's Lounge. That was the first thing I just want to mention. Got a cool announcement to mention. I'll get this one real quick and just mention that the one and only Buddy Green is joining one of my guest artist classes coming up. I'm super excited about this. This is happening Saturday, May 25th, and you can learn all about it at harmonica123.com on the homepage. Just head there and you'll find what you need there. It's on sale for the next week, so grab it now if you think you want to go, and you'll be entered automatically into a harmonica giveaway. I've got 2 harmonicas to give away. I think it's a golden melody and like a pentaharp, or I might have a couple others too. I'm going to talk to Honer and see if they want to jump in on this too and sort of incentivize you guys. If you don't know much about Buddy Green, just type it in. Look at what he did at Carnegie Hall. If you just type in Buddy Green, it'll be the first video with several million views. Unbelievably talented harmonica player and wonderful human being who did a classical medley in Carnegie with a diatonic harmonica that will blow your mind. I think that Buddy, for real, I think Buddy Green could be the biggest powerhouse in the sense that I think he's one of the most technically advanced diatonic players on the planet, based on that clip alone. You tell me I'm wrong, come back, let me know. Got a pompadour going on here, y'all, in the front. So check that out. Buddy Green coming May 25th. So I'm sitting here with a B flat harmonica. I've probably got maximum like 25 minutes max. Like, I think I'm at Eastern time right now, so 6:30. Yeah, that gives me 20 minutes. Welcome. Thanks for joining the live stream here. Hey, Matthew, welcome. Thanks for being a member. If you're not a member, check the join button like Matthew has. Appreciate you supporting this channel, man. A lot of great stuff coming to those upper tier members too, exclusive content, videos, etc. Our tour has been great so far. We stopped out in Indianapolis and played the Slippery Noodle, which was fantastic a couple nights ago. Or that was last night. Wow. My brain. We'll be at the Alamo in Springfield on Monday. We've got a down day. We're heading to Nashville, I think, on Sunday. There's some good stuff happening. I want to give a shout out to a couple people. My good buddy Tony, who came out to the Slippery Noodle. Thanks for making it out. It was such a cool thing to be able to finally meet you face to face. I always love when people who I've known either through email exchanges or YouTube interactions come out to a show and I can meet them in person and actually kind of get a sense for, it makes it real. It makes it full circle. Like, oh, this is real what I'm doing. So it was really cool to connect with you. How about Dan that came out? We did a gig last night at the Wanderlinger in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Thanks to Dan making it out. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's do something real quick on a B flat. I got an idea of what I want to talk about harp wise just for a minute. We can just chat, but I also wanted to share with you this thing. So there's 2 things I shared a long time ago on YouTube, and these 2 things became really popular videos where I was trying to come up with like cool bending exercises that were musical in 12 bar fashion. So I'm just going to play you a couple things. One was called the 12 bar bending exercise. Anybody remember that? I'll play it in just a sec. The other was the 3-hole shuffle. These videos were popular, I think, because they're really attainable kind of musical 12 bar things you can do to practice, get bending practice in, but actually do something kind of cool and musical at the same time. So we'll explore a little bit of that. Move this over here. Oh, hello. I can see chat now. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate you. How about it? Rocket Girl's in the house. Thank you for being a member. I was going to say we. I really appreciate you doing that. It is too far for you, but that's okay. Maybe there'll be some video or something that we can get from that show. Yeah, I got a B flat rocket in my hand is what I'm holding. Hello from Chile. What's going on, Erwin? Blue Third from Madrid. What's going on? All right, so here's the first one, 12 bar. That's a great practice exercise. Sorry, the air conditioning kicked on. It's going to be a little bit noisy. I'll copy and paste, because I think they're already written out, or I'll just type them out again in the video description. But maybe try to ear train this. Come back to the video and ear train the lines, and then look at the tabs. I got no problem sharing tabs. I just want to be really clear. You might notice that in a lot of my videos, I don't share any tabs. I'll teach you something and I'm not telling you what I'm doing. That is intentional. And I think a lot of people are cool with it, and I think some people are turned off by that, but you know what, you guys, there's so much to learn by just listening, and then come back and I'll put some tablature. But here's the other one that goes B flat, again, harmonica I'm holding in my hand. It goes like this. This is the 3-hole shuffle. So it's a play off of the 3 draw, 3 half step, and 3 full step bend on the third hole, obviously. For hole 3 there. That's the focal point for your 1, 4, and 5 chord. And these two exercises are cool because you're practicing bending, but you're actually doing more than that. You're getting an idea of areas you might want to target, kind of when you're improvising and thinking about that. It's really wonderful practice. Yeah. Rocket Girl says, I can play that second one. How about the first one? Do I play any Balkan and... No, I don't play any klezmer or Balkan. No, I don't. I've owned a couple of minor harmonicas, and they're a blast to play. They're kind of cool because you get the minor chords. I like those a lot, but I don't use them. I really don't. So... That's it. That's right, Blue Third. I'm with you on that. So I'm going to play just one more time. I'm going to start with the first one again. Just try it if you have a B flat. If you don't have a B flat, then I'm sorry. You can still learn and try to transfer it to a different key harmonica. It goes like this. I'm just going to slow it down. So you can hear all these bends come in on the 2. I'm using the 2 draw. I'm using all the bends. And then I'm crossing over some other bends on the 3 hole when I do the 4 chord. Only 1 bend. Oh, actually 2 bends. And the 5 chord. There's 2 bends on the 5 chord, 2 bends on the 4 chord, 2 bends on the 1 chord. There's your tip. And those are the notes you want to hunt down. It's really good for you. Well, Bro Ninja says, I'm learning harmonica. Any hints on playing just one note at a time? Yeah, learn a song. Get some technique down by learning a song. And that means you're working on single notes, you're working on timing, and all this good stuff. Just start with that. Learn a song, but actually learn it and commit it to memory. That's what I did, and it made a big difference when I went to go on and learn other things. It just made it so much easier. Much easier. So what else can I tell you from the road? We've had a lot of driving and a lot of rain on this trip. Been raining like crazy in Tennessee and in going through Atlanta and all this stuff. It's just been a wet trip. Lots of rain. Heavy rain. Crazy rain. And then we're going to turn around and do this drive back, through Nashville, go to Springfield, I mentioned on Monday. If you're in and around Springfield, Illinois, we're going to be at the Alamo. This is a great venue, man. You want to catch a real blues club where there's crazy blues lovers that come out. I mean, this is what it's all about. I think it's one of my favorite venues to play is the Alamo in Springfield. Because those people, when you're playing there, they are glued. They are ready to party, and it's all about the blues. And it kind of as a musician, somebody performing, it pulls the best out of you. It really does. And it's interesting because when it's the opposite, and you get like a dead crowd or a lame thing happening, you have to really focus and bring your best regardless. But it seems like it's a little bit easier. Look at this. That's random. Say hello to sleeping like a rock star. All right. What else? What other bending things do you guys do on the 12 bar? Other tip I give somebody just starting off is just, take your time. Don't rush to the next thing, this and that. Get some technique down. Really take your time. Record yourself all the time. So I mentioned at the top of this stream that Buddy Green's coming May 25th. Got some big news coming also for this summer, June, July, as far as harmonica 1, 2, 3 in classes. Been talking about these like Chicago bound Big Walter, Little Walter type classes. I'm definitely keen on that. So I'm going to put together the classes thinking about which tunes I can offer up. Potentially a la carte, meaning you guys could maybe join just a class here and there if you want. But it's really kind of like a mini course on Chicago blues in a way, just focused on Big Walter and Little Walter. But the package deal will be the way to go because you'll get a much better deal by checking all that stuff out. What else is going on with you guys? I don't really have a whole lot planned for this stream. Wanted to share those 2 exercises. If you're just joining, I did lay out some cool kind of bending 12 bar related exercises that you can practice. If you're in Macon, Georgia, come hang out. How many people live in and around Macon, Georgia? If you're within an hour, maybe. Yeah, come on out. Come hang. Grant's Lounge tonight. I think we hit at 9. It's going to be a good time. and I'm really looking forward to making music with the fellas. We've been having a great time on this little stretch. There's another great stretch with the Dig 3 in August. I haven't put this out there yet, but I'll just say it really quick. If you're in and around the Chicago area, there are some crazy good festivals and shows that we are doing for like a week and a half straight every day. So I think it's approximately mid-August around the time. So if you go to Spa, the harmonica event, I won't be there this year for the first time in a long time because I'll be doing those shows. But more on that later. But keep that in the back of your head, or remember that, hey, Ronnie's going to be in and around Chicago, coming through with the Dig 3, a bunch of shows, not just in Illinois. It's in and around Chicago, all these gigs, maybe some stuff in Michigan, I want to say. So I'll put that out there. I'll try to get a list of those going for you and put them on the channel. This is my dog with me. The pooch is not with me. She's back in Colorado. I am not sharing a room. No. Nope. Who's driving on the tour? We're all kind of taking some time. I haven't driven yet. I've been in the back just relaxing. I've been lucky. But yeah, Andrew does most of the driving, the singer of the Dig 3. It's his vehicle, but we all share a little bit. The schedule, that's a good question. If you go to the dig3band.com, those dates might be up. Let's see. I'm there right now. Yeah, they are. Oh, good job, Jerry. There might be more that are being added, but it starts around August 10th, it looks like. So, yeah, just go to thedig3band.com and you can find the schedule. What was the weird breakfast you had? When did I say I did a weird breakfast? Did I say that? I may not be too far from Grand Rapids, Matthew. Let me look into that. The UK is not out of the question either. I'll release all this stuff as I know. I don't know anything about European dates yet, but we've looked into that and we've had a couple tentative offers or kind of people fishing and asking questions about that. So it's very possible that we'll make it out there sooner than later. What was the weird breakfast that you had? What kind of question is that, Lise? I don't remember. I went to the Waffle House with the fellas yesterday. Jim says I haven't played in years, keeping price reasonable. What type would you recommend? I think a great harmonica to pick up is like the Rocket I'm playing right here, or the Honer Special 20. If you're okay with a plastic comb harmonica. Depending on your price, the Rocket will be a step up. It'll be a little more expensive than the Special 20. I like the Marine Band Deluxe a lot. It's one of my favorite harmonicas. But it's not as budget friendly. So Special 20, I think. I would go with that. I posted a group breakfast pic. Oh! I did? Dude, where did I post that? What scale is that? I think you mean what key, maybe? This is a B-flat harmonica. A burger from Wawa. Nice. Who doesn't like a good Wawa snack? I used to go in there and get stuff all the time when I was out east. I wonder where we were having a weird breakfast. I don't remember. Here's another pattern that I play all the time. All right, it just came to me. Like I said, I can come back and update this video if you're like, what is he talking about? I did a couple things, shared some 12 bar kind of bending and kind of cool musical ideas that you can practice. But here's another one. This is not 12 bar, but check it out. Rock from South Africa, welcome. Yeah, yeah, the Rocket B flat sounds real nice, doesn't it? Um, something like that. It's kind of a weird little thing. And I have no idea what the heck that is or why I started playing it, but once you start messing with that progression of those series of notes and play that, it kind of gets stuck in your head. Yeah, the Kentucky Derby, it's all over the place. When we're going through Tennessee, everything was Kentucky Derby. In fact, we met some great people at the Slippery Noodle 2 nights ago who were passing through and checking out the Kentucky Derby. Pretty sweet. How long does it take to go from never played to actually quite good? That depends on it's unique for everybody, honestly. If you're really focused, I mean, it's possible, I think, to get quite good in a very short period of time. It's probably not as common, but it is possible. You know what it comes down to is not ignoring the stuff that's challenging for you. Being willing to like sort of face the things that don't feel natural or great to you at the moment and work on them. Especially the foundational things like single notes and bending and tone. Getting good tone is a good example of something that you might not examine because you're like, well, how do you work on that? You record yourself and you start to pay attention like, well, what does it sound like? Do I like it? I don't like my tone, let's say. What don't I like about it? And you start to really pay attention to any tension and things you're doing with your breath that might be interfering or taking away from good tone. And a lot of it comes down to relaxation and sort of breathing diaphragmatically and easy through the harmonica. By the way, I just thought of something else in the world of bending practice and musical ideas. Start to reverse some of that. Take a line that goes up. See, I'm descending. B flat harmonica on 2 draw. Draw, bend, lower bend, blow. I'll just tell you the 1 chord. You don't have to work for that. Now you got it? If you reverse and start on the full stuff, what else could you do? Go to the 1 draw. See how that sounds. Take any key harmonica, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm reversing those bends, going up to 1 draw is a B flat harp in case you're just jumping on. I just keep saying that. And now what would you do for the 4? That kind of was logical. I have no idea. I wouldn't, maybe, ooh, there's something. Yeah, I should write this down while I can have it recorded. I can come back and let me play that again. Ah. And then the 5 chord. I just made that up. All right, there you go. And the 1 chord. A little weird, not as congruent maybe as the other ones, but it's kind of cool. You're just trying to get creative. When I'm making these up, notice I'm not thinking at all. I'm just exploring. The best stuff you do on your in your playing in general usually comes when you're not overanalyzing. You're just exploring and having fun, and you stumble upon something and go, "Ooh, that worked," or "That's cool." Do more of that. Difference between special 20 and normal blues harp. Okay. When you say normal blues harp, do you mean the blues harp? There's a harmonica called Hohner blues harp, Lucas. Change with the progressive version? No. Okay, let's talk about it just quickly. The question is difference between the special 20 and the normal blues harp. I'm not sure if you mean Hohner blues harp, but there's a lot of differences between these two harmonicas. Hey, thanks, Pete. Take care, man. So check it out. The progressive thing was just a marketing change, sort of categorization change, moving from marine band to its own category. Okay, so they rebranded, let's say, the cover plates, and there was this whole thing about, oh, once they did that, the harmonicas went to crap and this and that. No, it didn't. I mean, well, let me explain though. Give me a sec. You might have gotten a harmonica. I'm not saying that you didn't get a harmonica that you didn't like, or maybe it played not as good as the one that didn't have progressive. That's not what I'm saying. But that's all they did. It might have been coincidental that that was going on, or that there was a quality thing happening or something, but there was nothing changed. And honestly, I can tell you now, if you just trust this opinion, I have no reason to say otherwise. I would not try to pull one on you, but they're playing great. If anybody has bought it, speak up if you own a special 20 you've bought recently. All the harmonicas I'm getting from Hohner recently, the vast majority, and you know I play out of the box. If you don't, I'm telling you, I play out of the box harmonicas. They play great. There's no problem. So there's that. The Hohner blues harp is wood, not plastic. It's a hard, dense wood, and the reeds are offset higher from the reed plate, meaning you can put more air in it without it having any issues or jamming up, which is good for more of a beginner or somebody that plays hard, let's say, with more air, more force. Not so great if you use less air. So I have found that they play pretty well. I can play those, but I prefer like a Marine Band or Marine Band Deluxe. Can't get your head around 12 bars? Well, this whole idea of not being able to, comprehend 12 bars and then recall, those are kind of separate. Recall, remembering your licks, those are two separate things to practice. They're interrelated, but they're separate. So for 12 bar, write it out on a piece of paper. Have you ever done that, Paul? Write out, literally take a little diagram of the 12 bar and maybe write out, start by counting it. Learn how to count your 12 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3. Say it out loud with me, right? 3, 2, 3, 4. And each time I'm changing 1, 2, and 3, and 4, those are new bars or measures. So you're just counting a series of 4 beats and 12 bars. That's all 12 bar is. Then you have to assign the chords, the 1, 4, and 5. Those are Roman numeral placeholders for the key that you might be playing in. And it's really that simple. So if you're playing in the key of E, you've got E, A, and B are your chords, 1, 4, and 5. And you're just understanding where those chords fall in the progression. How many times do I stay on that chord? Take the time to really be a little more, what's the word, discerning. Take the time to write out and be a little more thoughtful in understanding on paper what is going on with 12 bar, and it'll help make a big difference. Okay? That's what I would do. Rocket Girl likes special 20s and rockets. You mean every blues harp? Yeah, well, the special 20s, the big difference, Lucas, is just that it's got the plastic comb and it has closed side vents. Oh, there you go. The rocket amp is what works for Matthew. That's a great one. It's the same as a rocket, but it's got a green comb instead of gray, and it's got a closed side vent. I'm playing the rocket on this stretch of gigs. This tour I've got... Oh, I left them all the way over there. I've got a rocket in the key of D with me. They're good harmonicas for sure. Excellent, Paul. Yeah, Marine Bell Deluxe is my favorite. All right, I got to get ready to go. We're leaving in like 5 minutes and I haven't even gotten dressed. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope to see some of you. Maybe I'll see somebody in at Grant's Lounge tonight, Macon, Georgia. Don't forget, Buddy Green is coming May 25th. Get your ticket to this class. It's all recorded, so if you can't attend live, sign up. You can still be entered into a drawing for a chance at winning, at least 2 chances on winning a Hohner harmonica from yours truly. And Buddy Green is just phenomenal. Everybody type in, when we hang up, Buddy Green with an E at the end, Greene, and listen to that Carnegie Hall performance. I know a lot of you have already seen it, but y'all make it a great night. I hope to see you real soon. All right? Thanks for hanging out.